Hi, this is Nick at Atlantic Laser Scanning. Today we've got an outdoor project with no sphere or checkerboard targets. We're going to register this with Scene using top-down and cloud-to-cloud. This would be the opening screen once you take the SD card out of your scanner at the end of your project. December 13th training, if you were to have named the project December 13th training while you were out scanning prior to getting started, this is what it would come up as. And here's your base screen. We can start with pre-processing or registration. We'll go ahead and start with pre-processing down here on the left. We want to pre-process the entire project here, so we're going to choose the top scan cluster folder and top right-hand corner, configure processing. This base screen has some different options. We are going to refrain from creating a scan project point cloud. The reason being, if we don't get this registered correctly the first time, we don't want to have to continue to update that project point cloud as we fix the registration, because it just takes more and more time. Secondly, we've got colorization. We generally choose not to colorize the scan until we're completely done, whether that means we're done doing 2 or 3D measurements, or if we're looking for something specific in the project. The reason being that once you add the photographs in, you may have photographs that were taken where they're overexposed from the sunlight, or there may be areas of the project that are shaded and you can't, for that reason, see the data in them. This is all eliminated by not adding the color. You can see regardless of how much the sunlight is in the photograph because they're not present. Also, regardless of if you're back into a corner inside where there isn't any lighting at all, something that you can't normally see with your eyes, that's all going to be crystal clear without adding the color. We'll come down here, and because there's no targets, we do not choose any of these options here. And then the bottom, we perform an automatic registration by choosing our method of registration. Again, if you're using targets, we would use target-based. That includes checkerboards or spheres. We can use just top view or just cloud to cloud, but our initial registration is generally going to be done without targets by using top view and cloud to cloud. Top view, looking at each scan, turning it and looking for a common geometry from scan 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, etc. And then once they are set together using the common geometry, they look for common XYZ points to tighten those measurements up. We just go to the stop pre-processing in the top right-hand corner. Now, as we can see, we've got a green light for our registration. Our scan results on the second tab. The scan mean point distribution per scan fit. The overall looks to be 3.9 millimeters. First thing we want to do is lock the scan manager. Now that the project's come together, we've locked our scan manager. We have a couple options. We can take a look at if there's no color that was scanned with, we can create a project point cloud now. If there has been color added, if we did use the camera on the scanner while we were in the field, then we can go ahead and add color to our project. We can take a look here. There may be scans that are done in an area where there is not enough light. If we take a look at something like this, we are scanning into a building that is long, and we've got quite a long narrow passageway here. If that's not lit properly, we won't see a lot of the detail that we see in the scan right here. So we'll take a look once we add the color and see if this is the case, if this will be a problem. Adding color to our scans, there's a couple ways to do it. You can come up here to the upper right hand corner to the settings button, choose the switch user interface button. This will bring you to the prior user interface for Scene, and we can left click on the main scans folder, right click, and we can choose operations. Once we get to operations, we can choose color and pictures and apply pictures. As we take a look at one of our scans, we see that we've got a nice outdoor scan, a good amount of lighting. It doesn't seem to be a problem. Then we take a look in this building, we see where not adding color may have been a better option. As we open that scan, we can see without color all the way back into the back of this building. Our scan tech decided to not use color at all while doing this scan, so he knew that he was going to have a problem seeing any detail because of the poor lighting. But again, by looking into the same building after our photographs are added, we can see that any detail that might have been there would be invisible without grabbing it in 3D and pulling it out. In other words, if we take our rectangular selector and we drag it across, choose the opening here, we view that in 3D. The data is there, but will be invisible in quick view. I hope this helps with one of your projects. Please let us know if there's anything specific you'd like us to tackle for you. Good luck.